Okay.
Okay, you'll be back. You already know this is episode 6.
Well, it's pretty much five B.
You on 5?
Yeah, because it's still part of the plot
Yeah,
twist.
we are on 5.
Yeah, it's still part
So
of
this is part 2 of plot twist.
yeah, the plot twist. Um, so yeah, I stopped. We had to get some food, man. But
Recharge.
we had to recharge. But I had stopped because I was getting into another thing when it came down to the whole witchcraft stuff. So my mom, how can I say this? No, let's start with the spiritual journey. So since I've been really obedient, listening to what God has asked me to do, God blessed me with my own spiritual gifts. And so when he did that, he was revealing things to me that I was pretty much unaware of. Let's just say that. So I end up finding now when it came down to this connection between me and the guy that my divine counterpart, um, that my mother was actually one of the ones playing a part into this. So we had the sister's friend, and my mom. So my mom would like it wasn't really hard to figure out my mom. My mom doesn't check up on me or him. And it was like this every single day thing. She was like, so how are you? How are him? Have you talked to him? And I'm like, we're not talking. So, and that kind of gave me a red flag. And on top of the fact that I went to Dunkin' Donuts and all those crows flew away and all the crows flew away. So once that happened, I started asking God after the crows flew. I started asking God. I was like, God, like what's going on? Is there something that I need to know? And so I didn't search hard for it. I didn't search hard for it when God started revealing. He started revealing to me um, that she was like part of the ones that was doing witchcraft, but it actually goes way, way back from there. But at that time, I was still talking to her, so it didn't like really reveal to me. And like there was this one time that she just like called me one morning, and she was just like, "Oh, I just wanted to check up for you." So what really got me to wondering was when what she would do is she would ask me something, and then I'll answer it, and then she got quiet, like and I'm like, hello, hello. And she was like, oh, nothing, just making sure. Like she'll ask me something either about me or the guy, and then she'll get quiet once I answer it real quiet. Mind you, the sister did the same thing at one point too. And so I'm like, okay, why are you getting quiet? Like it was weird. And I was like, well, I'm on a spiritual journey, so whatever's going to happen, God's going to tell me anyway. So what I found out, I was not really, it was shocking to say the least. So kind of find out that my mom, it wasn't just that she was doing the whole witchcraft between me and my divine counterpart, because she knows that once we get together, it's true love. It's God love. It's God approved contracted love. And she doesn't want, just out of jealousy, just didn't want she didn't want me to have that. And then apparently she looked into my future and seeing that I'm a blessed child, like I'm a chosen child. And she was trying to block that blessing from me. But come to find out, it went way further than that. So apparently when since I was being so obedient to God and listening to what God had asked for me, what God had for me, I was it was brought to my attention that there was an inheritance that I was supposed to inherit at the age of 18. So please remember, if you went through my childhood trauma, if you went through the other episodes, seeing all the stuff that I went through, I didn't have to actually go through it. Come to find out, I did not have to go through it because I was supposed to receive this inheritance once I turned 18. But I was unaware. I didn't even know nobody died and left me anything, quite frankly. And then I found out that, she was taken from me. But it starts even further back from there. So whatever happened with the situation, which I'm not going to get into, they felt like I didn't deserve the money. I was told, I guess not I was told, but like they felt like I didn't deserve it. They felt like why her of all people, and it's whoever whoever did that, they seen a light in me that they didn't see, like, they just seen a light in me, I guess, and they left it for me. And so it was stolen from me. My signature was forged, and like the everything was pretty much stolen from me, the social security, the life insurance, and all that. So I went through all of this. She watched me go through everything, and all the while she knew about this. So like I said, it takes it back to childhood, when everything found out about, me being on somebody else's will. I was actually cursed. Both my mom, I guess, one or two of my aunties, and they all put a curse on me, growing up, to dim my light. So that's why, like, people look at me and they just, I can never be good enough. That's why I was never good enough. That's why I was never wanted. That's why I've always had to fight a little harder than the next person. And then she had like this confusion spells, like, leaving me like lost, feeling like I need to be around her, that I need to talk to her, that I have to man, my spirit shaking tonight. But that I need to talk to her, that I have to be around her and depend on her. So my dad used to always tell me, he was just like, oh, you feel like you're vulnerable for your mom, you always want your mom's attention, da 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 da. But my mom actually had put a spell on me from a young age all the way up till now. I asked my dad, by the way. I said, "Hey, did you know that my mom probably was in witchcraft?" He was like, "Yeah, she did it most of her life." The heck you married her for? Like, but so it was confirmed to me that it is something that my mom's side of the family did practice pretty heavy. So anyway, so because my, like, she wanted to dim my light, so that's why I could always brighten up a room, but still never was wanted, and I was never ever wanted by like anybody. So that was like, so the inheritance was stolen from me, and it was kept secret, and it was split between the family. The social security was stolen, and the life insurance was stolen from me. And then, so now that God revealed all that to me, she has been going hard. She's been calling people over the waters, sending death spells to me, trying to send confusion spells. Like, I found out the reason why my child's father and I, we went through so much, because when we started arguing, she took control. She had control of the situation. She made it worse than what it was. Like I said, with my dad, like I talked about my dad in the past, like my past, how he always reacted, but come to find out, she was controlling him as well with all this stuff. Like, even though, like, my dad feels at heart that, she could never control him, but there's different levels um of like this whole witchcraft stuff, and your spirituality. Yes, you may pray and stuff, but if you don't get it to the nitty gritty, because like I said, I prayed over my business, I prayed over myself, but I didn't pray over my finances, and the other two, they hit my finances, because that was the one thing I didn't hit. So my mom knew my dad, so she knew what that weakness was, to get to him, to use that. So that's why I said earlier, it might have been childhood trauma that he went through, and that's how he was raised, and felt that, being treated whatever. But and my mom probably knew that. I don't know, because they'll tell me nothing. But I feel like my mom probably used his weakness and used that to control him, control his anger, control, like, But I know she controlled me. I know she controlled my dad. She has a favorite son, so he was never touched. Lucky him. And then my sister, I know she was controlling my two older ones, because they, every time they got a job, they either lost it or they had financial problems. It's just like she didn't want us to do good. My mom always had this thing of jealousy, in a sense, like whether we look better than her, whether we're young, like, because we're young, like we're children. You're children. We're gonna be younger than you, but she's always just like had this sense of jealousy. But she also has this thing of control, so she always wants control. And so she controlled me, and the more she controlled me, she knew that I would never find out about that inheritance. She knew I would never find out about the insurance fraud and the life insurance fraud. She thought that she was going to get away with it, and now that I know, it's like, let's send death spells. Let's send death spells. So she's been doing everything that she can. She tried to do the same thing as the other two, get my finances. She tried to do the same thing as them. Like, oh, and they went to my kids too. And like I said in one of the other episodes, they always go to the kids, but my kids are divinely protected. I'm divinely protected. Um, yeah, I don't talk to my mom. I don't know if y'all might have not caught that drift. I don't talk to her. I left her such a respectful message. I told her straight up, like, listen, like, you blocked your own blessing. Like, what if, like you over here trying to steal money, and I would have had, you're my mom. I would have given it to you. I would have given part to my dad or whatever. And like, so you stole a blessing that was for me. And like, let's just be honest, the fact that I had no clue anybody left me anything, and God brought it to my attention and I found out, like, it's like, if you feel like you're going to get away with this, you're really not. Like, you're really not going to get away with this at all. So yeah, so she's been sending some spells, baby. She ain't that girl. She's on it. I have never known anybody that want to be dead so much. Like, but it's like, it doesn't bother me because the crows already told me when they flew away. Them crows told me when they flew away, like, that what it really was. But it's just like, for me, let me tell y'all something. I'm not mad about the inheritance, because if I was 18, you know, I would be just as broke now that I would be so broke. But so it's probably a good thing I didn't have that. But it was brought to my attention that, I did receive it. It was brought to my attention that some of my aunties and uncles were involved in this. Um, and let me tell y'all something. Let me be so real with y'all. Not y'all, but let me be real. There are people that just, they see evil so much that they don't see the light. Like, if you're not going against me, you're going against God. Like, you feel like you're sending me attack. No, you're sending us. I'm here on earth. I'm earthly right now. So the spiritual attack that you feel like you're sending me, you're not sending it to me. You're sending it to my angels. You're sending it to God. You're sending it to the good. But you're so focused on my physical appearance that you think you're going to hurt me physically, but you're not hurting me at all. You're not hurting me at all. It's y'all acting like, I mean, not y'all, but they're acting like it's not going to go back to you. All we're going to do is return to sender. That's it. Like, bro, like, you're not welcome. Negative energy, you are not welcome. These demonic things, you're not welcome. So they're getting angry. They're getting angry. And when I say they, because the guy, I'm going to add both of them together. Let me tell y'all, the guy that I was talking to, he got in this relationship with this girl or whatever. It was his karma, by the way, and I don't care. He got into this relationship with this girl, and now that he left the girl and decided to go his own way. That's all I'm gonna say, and go his own way. This girl has been sending so many attacks. Like, she sent him, like, he could be a whole witch doctor. How much voodoo how much witchcraft has been sent to him. I feel so bad for him. But she's been sending stuff my way. She sent a womb spell so that I can't have any children. She's plotted on me. She had got some people to, because she wanted to, I don't know, go to jail if you want to, I don't care. But she was trying to, like, rob. She had this whole plan of, like, trying to set up a whole, like, make it seem like he harmed me or he harmed somebody so they can rob him. They had so many plans. They wanted me, she wanted me gone. She wanted him robbed. She wanted him broke. And she's just been doing everything, like sending all these spells to me, trying to, like, harm me in some type of way. I mean, she was like she went back in the day. Like she did some real ancient, like 100-year-old spells. Like, she, like I said, he's a whole witch doctor. I can tell you every spell she put on him, but that's his story to tell. That's not my story to tell. But she did everything to try to stop, him and I being a union, being together. Um, like she's done so, that girl, whew, like between her and my mom, they have been crazy. They've been so crazy. And it's so funny because she already doesn't really have much of anything, and every time she gets $1, she does a reading on me just to see if me and him were talking. And let's just say my spirit team give her a run of her money. So she doesn't know, but she probably trying to read between the lines in this, but she's still like, no. She's still ain't gonna know. Like, and I'm telling y'all, once y'all get on y'all spiritual sides and really understand, and you tell God, like, hey, I need this to stop. I need, like, he's going to listen. Like, he's going to step in. He's going to listen. So, and let me tell you something. Oh no, there's people that's just going to be like, I don't believe it. But there's people I've spoke a little bit of truth and they were like scared, and they would go in my inbox and be like, I'm glad you're speaking on this, because some people, I thought I was going crazy. And I'm like, nah, you're not going crazy. Speak your truth. Like, speak your truth. If enough people, like, because it's a spiritual thing. It's not something we see. So if enough people are willing and ready to like speak their truth, it can be more out, like people can understand more of what's really happening. But it's really a lot of women, like it's a lot of women that do it, especially to men or whoever, that like, if they feel like they're getting a separation, they're like, I'm gonna put a love spell on you. So like, but you don't want to get it mixed up with the world, because there's good and there's bad. Because like I said, I had Nancy, that girl fought. When I say she fought for us, to protecting, like getting all these demons away from us, she fought. Like till this day, she is still fighting. Because like I said, the ex, she's not really catching the drift that nobody cares for her, or nobody wants her. So,
Just don't understand.
yeah, so she's not catching that drift, but she's like, everything that's being sent is like getting sent right back. And let me tell y'all something. Every single body that has, like, for instance, two of the girls, the two girls, I'm not gonna say who's who, whatever. The two girls, they went and came for my finances. Like, no matter how much they work, they're gonna be in poverty. Like, they're really struggling right now because they came for my finances, and now I'm financially, stable. I'm not saying I'm rich, but I'm not where I was. And now they're in poverty. What they wished on me is what they're getting. And I speak on it because I have nothing to, like, I'm not ashamed. I don't care what none of y'all feel. Like, that's like the negative opinions. I don't care. Like, I just don't care, because like it's not. This message is for the people that are going through it. This message is not going to resonate with everybody.
It's not for everybody.
It's not for everybody. It's for the people that are going through. There's a select few. Everybody gets a call in, but there's only a few that get chosen. And it's the chosen ones that are really ready to accept what's going on, ready for this spiritual battle. You have to be strong when it comes down to that, because they will send you anything. Like, the most I do, like when they do send it, I'm not going to sit here and lie and say that it doesn't affect me. I get sick, but I don't die. You know what I'm saying? I'll get a little sick. I'll just sleep it off. I'll just get sick. Like, I'll get a little sick, and that'll be pretty much it when it comes down to that. But I don't let, like, what they want. They want the death, but it's not happening. Like my mom, like right now, my mom, because it's either with her it's jail or jail. So like, it's like, but she was like, okay, if I can send this, if I can do this, and I can end her, that'll be the end of all this. That, because she's the one that knows the secret. And I haven't said nothing. Like, I haven't said nothing, and she was, I guess, hoping that I would not say nothing so that she can go ahead and get all this stuff. You see how that just did? So yeah, so she's hoping that I would not say anything, so that she'll be in the clear, that nothing would happen. But realistically, I'm going to speak my truth, because I'm letting all this go. When I start my new beginning, all that, whoever's mad, y'all just going to be mad and rewatch the videos and do what it is. Like, I don't got nothing to do with that. I'm speaking my truth to start my new beginning, because you can't start a new beginning if you're bringing on old problems and an old life in this new beginning. So I'm letting this all go. Like I have no ill will to my mom, because like now I know there is a family out there that actually love me enough to leave me something. Now I know the truth about her. Apparently there's more people involved, like rather than my aunties. Apparently some of my siblings are involved. I don't know who is who, but somebody got a life insurance policy on me, but they ain't gonna kill this girl. It won't get me. But I like everybody. It's just like everybody's plotting, but when they see your light, they're gonna try to dim it. Like they're gonna try to dim it. People see me all the time, and they were like, you went through this, you went through this, why are you still smelling? Because baby, I'm here. Like God did not allow whatever you had going on to affect me. I'm here. I am able to speak. I'm able to continue to grow. My kids are healthy. Everybody's good. But a lot of it, because they see that I'm so divinely protected, it's getting so bad, y'all. So bad that all these people, like my mom, that other the girl, and the two girls, they keep doing all these tarot readings and stuff on me, that they're pretty much blocked out. Let's just be, if I'm being honest, they're pretty much blocked out, and they thought that sending the stuff to my kids. Like one girl, I don't even know why she sent anything to my children, and she has children. Like she has children herself, and although I know her outcome, like God doesn't even want to give me the real what the outcome for her children are, and I don't want to know, because it's just like you're messing up your children, like you're messing up with your kids. This is like you if you just like at this point, I would just rather you physically come and fight me. Whatever the outcome is, that's just the outcome. But I would rather you just physically come and fight me than to play with this spiritual world, because God is not gonna play about his kids. Like he is not going to allow. And let me make it very clear to anybody out there that feel like they're going to go to the nearest witchcraft doctor or whatever they're called, or whatever you want to do.
Blue lady.
It does, when God says whatever your path is, or whatever God says he has for you, it's for you. They may cause a little delay, but guess what? Whatever that gift was is going to be bigger. But guess what? It's for you. So all these people are doing all this, paying all this money, think I'm going to cause a delay. I'm going to cause a delay, or oh, she's not going to get this. You're not going against me. Y'all got to stop looking at the flesh, baby. You're going against God. And we all know God is going to win every time. Y'all are not going against me. So y'all sit here and wonder, oh, why isn't this nothing affecting her? Because you're not fighting me. Like if you fight me, you will see the damage on you, but you're not fighting me. You're fighting God. That's why you don't see the damage, because God is stronger than anybody and everybody. This is his world. We live in it. You're sending unnecessary attacks. Like y'all, like they feel like they're hurting me. Y'all not hurting me. Y'all are helping me, because God's like, you have this pure heart. Why are you attacking my child? Like she's doing good. Why are you still attacking my child? And let me tell y'all something. The funniest thing of all this, and this girl, I hope she watches this. I pray she watches this. So what really happened was she sent a truth spell because she thought I wasn't living in my true self. So when she sent the truth spell, that's how I was able to be in my true self. She tried to take them back. She tried to reverse it back, because once I became my authentic self, once I said I'm going to speak my truth, once I said I'm start speaking my truth, once I started telling everything, once I that's how I was able to know like the plots and plans that she had to try to harm me before it even tried to harm me. She put me in my truth. But what she thought that I was a fraud. She thought that I was lying. She thought that I was like this cover up, somebody that had a mask, because she had a mask. So she thought maybe if I expose her truth, then hey, I can like this guy's not gonna want her no more. He's gonna want me. Da 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 da. But all she did was make me release. Like I'm like she made me like I was finally able. She opened up my throat chakra. She opened up my crown chakra. She opened up all 7 chakras. I don't know all 7, so I ain't gonna sit here and act like I do. I don't. But she opened Like she opened me up to be my authentic self. So that's why I just don't settle. That's why I'm speaking my truth. That's why, because now I can just let go. I can be myself and let go. So whoever you are, thank you, girl. Next time. Appreciate you. I know it was supposed to hurt me, but it did. Sorry, not sorry. Maybe next time. I mean, you can keep trying. Whatever floats your boat. But thank you. But yeah, so that's the funny part about it. Like that's how, and that's when she did that. When they said live my truth, that's when finding out about the inheritance, because that was my truth. It was for me. I didn't know nothing about it. So while she thought she was exposing me, she actually just helped me figure out a lot. She just sent me to another level on a spiritual sense. She put me in a position to walk in my truth. So what she thought was going to hurt me actually made me a whole lot stronger than what I was already what I already was. So yeah, she was something else. She's something else. But I think her, like, I think all of them, like, I think my mom, because like if it wasn't like for her, I mean, so I think about no, but if it wasn't for her being so spiteful or whatnot, like I wouldn't even know how to be a real mom. Like be it like the way she is, the way the jealousy, the lies, the nasty way she is. Like I tell people all the time, I look up to my mom because I love to be the opposite of everything she is. So
exactly what not to be.
Yeah, she showed me exactly what not to be, and she shows me that as every time, like I always question myself if I am a good enough mother, because like I said, I'm a one man team. I didn't give up. I didn't give my kids away. I didn't go to a court and say, oh, you take them, da da da. And it's like, and I feel bad for my dad, because like for my dad to have to suffer knowing that my mom had a financial gain. That's why she left the first moment she could. My dad thought it was because of the car accident. She got a check. Nah, she was stealing from me. She robbed me. so my dad was sitting there struggling, watching me. That's why she paid child support. She's like, what's $200 to maybe $900 a month? Right. But that's probably why she was paying child support all willy nilly. But yeah, she was stealing from me. So yeah, my dad lost out, and that's why I said, like in the beginning, a lot of people are gonna be like, oh, da da da, but I can't right now. As me, I forgive everybody. Let me make that very clear. Everybody that feels some type of way, even the girl, like, girl, I love you because like you let me stand in my truth. Ain't nobody, ain't won't nobody step over me no more. But I forgive everybody, like seriously, because every single person that did some type of attack or some type of foul play, y'all grew me in a way, like y'all brought me closer to God. Y'all brought me closer to a spiritual side that I didn't even think that even existed. Like I knew like, I knew of God. I was born and raised in the church, so I knew about God. But the spirituality, the next level of it, there's more levels to it. Like a lot of people feel like it's just read the Bible, come of the day. No. And like that prophecy stuff, that's a gift. That's a real gift to have. And all that stuff is a spiritual gift. And it's just like, I don't know, it's amazing to me. It's all new to me. I'm gonna say that. I'm not gonna sit here and say I'm a psychic, but God does give me a lot of visions, a lot of stuff, and I like it. I'm just saying, I like it. But my intuition is that, like, it's always been on point because of growing up. So, and as I said, my journey just makes it make sense because even though I went through what I went through, it's like everything made my intuition stronger. Like I was more observant. I was more like I can figure out something is wrong before other people can figure it out. I can tell people's emotions because like I just have that intuition. I've always had it because I've always had to be quiet and just observe. And now it's just like it's like second nature. My daughter, she's the same way. She's very quiet and she observes. So I'm just ready to hear her story when she gets older. But it's a beautiful thing because like at the end of the day, even though I wasn't looking to break any generational curses, the fact that I'm speaking up about this whole witchcraft stuff, I'm breaking it. I'm the end of that cycle in that on that side of the family being involved in that type of stuff. I'm calling everybody out for it. Wait till I get some names. Who? Wait till I get the names of the aunties that was involved because I'm not with it. But I know like for a fact my mom was in it, so she's fighting hard. But it's just like I'm bothered. I'm like I'm not. I don't care. Like whatever you send my way is just like it's. Let's just say for everybody that's sending anything my way, let's just pray that you are able to handle what you send out. That's it. Like, because God is not going to allow anybody to mess with his child. Like I said, he puts me in all these very uncomfortable situations, even telling the stories and stuff, uncomfortable. So, but I'm still being obedient. So, do you really think that God is going to allow you guys to come in with that negative energy and destroy me when I'm being obedient, when I'm telling his word, when I'm telling my story and doing it the way that he asked me to do it? Like, no, he's not going to allow you guys to hurt me or harm me, or especially my kids. Like, come on, like who goes for kids? Like y'all are sick. Let's just call it for what it is. You guys are sick. But I need y'all to understand. Like this, and it's crazy because this girl had did everything. She got people involved to try to to try to get me to try to set me up and
Start a whole campaign.
yeah, start a whole campaign. I got people, I got all like my page, let me be honest, my page is actually private, but because I'm just that childish, I let you guys see it. You know what I'm saying? Like it's just like it's you doing this much, like you got so many people involved. I got so many fake pages. My TikTok, like I don't know how many fake pages you need on a TikTok. I don't post nothing but myself. And like I know they're just waiting on me to post somebody. I can't wait to.
It's coming.
It's coming. It's coming. And so yeah, I can't wait to let me tell y'all, me and this boy, I hope we have like that Cinderella love story. Wait, is their story good? I gotta actually watch Cinderella.
Right. What was the ending? I don't remember.
I don't know what the ending
Was
was.
it a good ending?
I mean, mostly everything ends with happily ever after. I hope I get my happily ever after.
Right.
I did it. I'm doing this for love. But no, it's just like God showed me real love, and it's just like the least I could do is be obedient. You know what I'm saying? And I'm going to listen to him. A lot of people are going to be mad. Take it up with God, and like there's nothing I can do. All you can do is just take it up with God, ask God. Um, yeah, just take it up with God. I ain't got nothing for you on that one. Um, but other than that, like I was pretty well. Right now, this is just my life. Now, this is just one part. I was supposed to like, I guess I'm gonna snitch and ditch. Snitch and ditch, running away. No, I'm just here to like pretty much tell my story. And I really do hope that it benefits people, and I really do hope that I just hope that people can find the healing that they're looking for. This is like I said, this is not for everybody. This is not going to resonate for everybody. It just needs to resonate for the ones, and not like I don't even care who watches it because God's going to allow the people that need to watch it. And if you're one of the ones that's in here and you're mad, He wanted you to watch it so that you can change your ways. And like I said, I forgive everybody. Like it sucked what I went through, but y'all gotta understand, like I'm just healing from childhood trauma, so I can move forward and be the person, the authentic person that I want to be. And I can't do that because I can just like lay down and then I instantly think about something that happened in my childhood, and I try to force that door closed. But now that God gave me that opportunity to just say, speak my truth, I'm going to speak my truth and leave it as that. But I spoke my truth. It is what it is. It happened. There's no going back to it. And I feel like y'all out there that got a story, don't be afraid to tell me. We are grown. And if they get mad and don't talk to you, then they are not supposed to be on this journey to keep going. Speak your truth. Like don't like it's I had, man, listen, 30 something years, 31 years was long enough for holding my tongue. Like, y'all don't understand. I really, really appreciate that girl for doing that truth spell, for forcing me to live my truth. If it wasn't for that, like, I would still be like fighting, trying to get myself out there, fighting to show my emotions, fighting to say what needs to be said. But now I don't let nobody on my phone because I'll be quick to snap. Like, nope. Like, and I'm not saying snap in a mean way, but like I'm just going, you're not going to walk over me anymore. I get it. I have a big heart, but you're not going to overstep anymore. I'm not going to allow anybody to overstep and think that they can do or say anything to me or treat me any kind of way. Because now that I know that I've been living a lie in a sense, and I struggled for no reason, and it's my own mother that stole from me. Like, why that? Like, it's gonna be hard for me to trust anybody at this point. Like, who do you trust after that? Like, trust went out the door. And this is just the beginning. There's probably so much more that's going to be revealed. And yeah, there's going to be a lot more revealed. But right now, this is just like, this is my ending, but for my new beginning. And this is not going to be the end of me talking, because like, I want it to be where I don't want to just talk about the bad and then you guys don't see the good when it's time to see the good. I want to talk about the good. I want to talk about the bad. I want to talk about the stuff that where people make it feel like, oh, you're crazy. Why is she saying that? You shouldn't believe in that. One thing about it, don't throw your beliefs out on other people, because you can lead the people in the wrong way, and then that's who you got to answer to God for that. So whatever you believe it. Like I said, I just told my story. You just take what resonates. If it fits you, then this is for you. This is for you to listen. I'm not telling you like what to whatever, but I just know, I mean, I am saying God is real. Yes. And I am saying Jesus is real, and I am saying there's a Holy Spirit, and I am saying there are angels. That's just that. Like, I mean, y'all can fight me, argue with me, I don't care. I'm not going to respond because I got things to do with my life other than respond. And I don't feed into negativity. So the ones that have positive things to say, I'm going to talk to you guys because I like positive people. Positive people, that's how we grow. And positive vibes only. So all the negativity, I'm not even going to go taking my time out to delete, because everybody is entitled to their own opinion. But at the end of the day, this is just my life. That's it. It's not for you to feel like, I don't care how you feel, because this is my life. And this is just like the end of this. It's not the end of the journey. It's the end of me healing. It's the end of my healing journey. I mean, I guess technically not, because I gotta sit down with my divine counterpart and
kind of the beginning of the healing.
The
trauma and end of the trauma.
End of the trauma
of the healing.
And the beginning of the healing. There you go. End of the trauma, beginning of the healing. But I have to talk to her. Hopefully, he just watches this and I'll be done with it. I'm gonna send it to him and be like, just watch this, don't ask questions. Just sit back, enjoy, watch this. But yeah, this is like, that's our, like I said, journey. I do want to talk about I do want to like completely get off topic, and talk about my men's program. So I have a JMZ Life Restoration project for men, and this is a project that I'm very passionate about. So with this project, what we do, we're trying to get our men back into society, getting them back working, and just trying to get them on their feet. The main goal of this program is to be a resource center to men. So what it is, like, we know us as women, we can have resources. As you heard my story before, I was able to get mental help. I was able to have parenting classes and stuff like that. But a lot of men are not aware that they can get these same benefits, or if they could even get benefits like that. So they wouldn't even know where to go or to begin. So I want to be and the resource center is solely for men. I want to do things a little bit differently. Like I want to do a 90-day child support program. If they lose their job, or have like recently lost their job, or you got behind on child support, we want to give them at least 3 months of child support, 90 days to help them out until they receive another job. Because we all know what happens when they go behind on child support. It's either license, passport, jail. And so it's not fair that they lose and then lose again.
Double
Yeah, double loss. So we want to get involved with that. I want to do an all men support group, helping them, talk, because even though us as women, like, we do care, we truly do care, but us as women, we overshare. Like, look, I got a whole bunch of videos of oversharing. But sometimes it's hard to get in a man's head, and I know all they need is two beers and some, honestly, some fishing rods or a pool table or something, and they'll get to share and talking to one another. And I feel like for it's better that the men will uplift themselves and they have a support group for them. Well, for them, we are doing child custody, a 60-40 or 50-50 program, so that they don't, like, because a lot of men go through way too much to try to see their child. They go through way too much, and it's not fair to them. So we are going to offer the 60-40 or 50-50 program so that they can get a legal parenting plan, so they have their rights as the parent, as a father, in black and white. We also want to do a work placement program where we help them get a trade. So that is putting them in a trade school, whether it's welding, CDL, air conditioning, and then they'll sign a contract of they can't go private for a certain amount of years, like maybe like 3 or 4 years. They can't go private. But what we want to do is once they graduate, we'll team them up with another small business, so that small business can grow and expand, and whoever came out of trade, they'll have a job, like a certified job. They don't have to sign a contract for that job. If they want to move another job, they can do another job. They just can't go private for a certain amount of years with that degree. It's so much, like, it's so much. We have so many things that we want to do for these men, just to get them back into society. I do go to Miami and other places to feed the homeless every third Saturday. This month I can't do it, unfortunately, but I do go out there, and a lot of them, they just needed the help. Some of them have the drug abuse, but hopefully I could team up with, like, an addiction place, like addiction center, and we can get a lot of these guys off of the street. But a lot of it was child support. To believe it or not, a lot of it was child support. They fell behind on child support. We are going to offer paternity tests because of, the odds of a child not being somebody's, yeah. And we honestly, and I don't know if I told you this, we are going to try to fight our hardest to get it where if a child does, like, if a man finds out a child is not theirs years later, that they have to be repaid, because it's not fair that a man has to,
right.
out of their check, is coming out, and then 11 years later, you're finding out a son is not, or a son or daughter is not theirs, and the woman gets to walk away scot free. No, I feel like then it should reverse, that he should be paid back for everything, because they keep track of how much you paid, so they should be able to reverse it back, and then it garnishes out of the women's check. And I know they're not going to like it, but at the end of the day, if you do a paternity test in the beginning of it, you won't have to worry about that. So there's going to be a lot of women that don't like me, but it's not about y'all. Like, no disrespect. Like, I really do want to work with women. Like, don't get me wrong. But when it comes down to this project, it's not about the women. The women have a lot of resources. Our men, they don't. Let's just be real.
We need our men.
We need our men. Like, we need our men back on top. And like, a lot of women, they won't, like, I guarantee so many more households will be a whole lot happier now that, like, the guys can get like a decent job, a decent paying job, have a career, doing something for themselves, and the women are going to appreciate that way more than them having to, scrape up the bare minimum, and then the guys feeling like they're trying but they're not doing well enough. So it's like I said, it's not that I want to be disrespectful when I said it's not about the women, because for this project, I'm not lying to y'all, it's not about women, it's about men, because we want to help men. But here's the thing, like, if it's something that we could do to help a woman, we will help. We're not going to turn our backs, but honestly, what we want to do is we want to get our men back into society. That's our number one goal, is to get them back into society. And then I am going to, because I even have a domestic violence thing for men. Like, I want them to everything. Like when I say resources, we're gonna have so many resources for guys, and that's what's important to me. Like I just feel like it's you can go anywhere. You can travel anywhere. Anywhere. I went to Colorado for vacation. It was nothing but men on the streets sleeping. I go to Miami. It's like maybe one woman but 100 men. Like if we had those men working right now, it wouldn't be this. Oh, nobody wants to work anymore. Oh, this, that, and the other. You know what I'm saying? You would have some employees. The only problem I really think it'll be the hardest problem will be the ones that are finding their peace with drugs on the streets. But other than that, there's a lot of them that are really just they're just trying and they're just hitting a dead end. So my focus is on men. I do love my women because I have an ink fingerprinting class that I do for a lot of women. And I said I try my hardest to make sure that their business grows because that's what's most important to me. I want to help them out in the business world, but I also it's time for us to put our men on top. Like it, they're just at a lose-lose situation. In society, it's just a lose-lose situation for them, and it sucks. Like it sucks for them, and not enough people advocate for them. It's like they get labeled as something that they're not, and it doesn't. And I'm not talking race at all. I'm just talking men in general. Like it's either you got to be tough. You can't cry. You gotta keep going. You gotta keep going. Okay, going. And then as soon as you show that little bit of weakness, you're not good enough. So it's just like I want all the men to know that they are good enough. They can become back. They can get clean. They can do all this. And we're I'm really here to support them. So we are accepting donations. It's going to be, if you're going to do it through Cash App, is $ JMZ Processing, all lowercase. You can follow our Facebook page, which is JMZ Processing, Mobile Notary and Fingerprinting. I'm trying to think what else. And then we have our website, jmzprocessing.com. But we're currently working on our resource page right now, and so that we can add all these stuff. I want it to be nice and pretty. So nice and fancy for our guys. And our goal, so for everybody, because I know you guys know I reside in Florida, but our goal is to take this nationwide. I'm not settling for just Florida. I want everybody to be able to utilize these services, because if we can get these men off the street, I'm telling you, society will get back in order. It's not going to be less than, it's not going to be nobody's working enough, and we can get them back, especially in like these warehouses, because yeah, I'm not working in a warehouse. I don't like the hot, I don't like the heat of it. But we need to get our men back in these streets. So if you guys are willing to donate and help, if you want to ask any questions, you can reach me at jmzprocessing@outlook.com. You can give us a call at 772-539-5466, or you can just write us on Facebook, or there's a little chat button on our website. So like I said, jmcprocessing.com, and for more information. And then we are looking to collaborate. Like I said, we are looking to expand. So if there's anybody that wants to collaborate on this expansion, they feel like their business can help us, then please reach out. Like, don't feel ashamed to reach out. You have anything to say? Yeah. No. Well, this is the end of the trauma. Let's just say that, and the beginning of the healing. So I'm not gonna stop here. I'm probably gonna be away for a little bit just to let my life balance out for a little bit, and then because I'm pretty sure there's gonna be a lot of heat from this, so I'm gonna
It's gonna get hot.
It's gonna get hot. So I'm gonna go in isolation for a little bit. Yeah, I'm gonna get away. But I spoke my truth, and that's all that matters. I didn't disobey God, and that's what really matters. So like I said, that's it. So hopefully you guys stay tuned. We're gonna have this on YouTube. You got a YouTube channel?
Yep, YouTube.
What's your YouTube channel?
The Jokester 888.
So the Jokester. Oh, I thought it was up there. It's not up there. It's right here. There. there.
Wrong
Eight,
side.
yeah,
I'm
you
over here.
that her side. Oh yeah, I'm looking at it this way. Yeah, the Joester 888. These are gonna be on her YouTube. This is actually her YouTube channel, and it's gonna be on mine. JMZ Processing, I think. So
You're gonna see it.
you're gonna see it. It's gonna be on there. And then you guys can follow me on TikTok. It's boss_lady_rock, as in RACQ. Okay, RACQ, not ROCK. So boss_lady_rock. Oh, and the B is capitalized, the L is capitalized, and the R is capitalized. And so, don't feel ashamed to view my videos, and not when I get a man. I would like people to view my videos outside of a man. But yeah, this is thank you guys for listening, because if you guys went through all these, that means you went through what, 6 hours? Yeah, you went through 6 hours of listening to our story. I don't know if I should post it all out. Should I post it all? I mean, two out of a day. We'll give you out. We'll leave you out two a day, maybe 3 a day, 2 or 3 a day. We'll see, and then you play catch up. It's like a series.
It's only the beginning, though.
It's only the beginning
of everything. Literally.
So thank you guys for listening. Yeah, thank you guys for listening. Stay tuned.
True TV.
True TV. True. Oh, I said True TV. Isn't that
True Motion TV?
Isn't True TV a real thing?
I don't know. That's why it's True Motion.
Well, if there's
I don't know what they got going on, but it's True Motion.
If it's True TV, don't sue us, because we don't. We don't know.
We don't want no smoke.
If we went Truth TV. I said the wrong thing. All right, guys. Thank you for watching. Bye.